What's going on, everybody? Angry Sarge here, and look what I have on my table. I have a level 3 Safariland, the 7360 RDS. Okay. I'm doing something soon with a bunch of holsters, so this is gonna kind of kick off. Let's take a look at them. We've already seen the Alien Gear Rapid Force and what it's about. This is kind of the newer style Safariland as far as the 7 series goes. So this one actually surprisingly can do a little bit more than like the 60 series that I used to have as far as lights and dots and all that stuff. So this can pretty much fit several different types of optics, including the Acro, any of your RMR type ones, your enclosed emitter, stuff like that. So it's going to be able to fit a lot more. So your Steiner MPS, your Trijicons, your Holosuns, your Vortex, DPP, all that stuff. So you're going to be able to fit a lot more optics and stuff like that. Now, as far as lights, this can hold several, and I'm going to read these off to you, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff on here. Anger 6 Hour, Romeo 1 Pro, Vortex Venom. I'll just read it to you. So you got the Romeo 1 Pro, the Venom, Viper, the RMR, SRO, Dr. Optic, Delta Point Pro, Holosun, 407, 507, 508, 509, which it's going to fit the EPS and all that stuff as well, so you don't have to worry about that. The Aimpoint Acro, Burst, Fast Fire. So lots of different options for the optics and lights. You got the Enforce APL, which, okay, that's interesting. The Olight PL Pro Valkyrie, Nightstick, TWM 350, TWM 350S, the 850, the 850S, the TLR1, TLR1HL, Surefire X200, 300, 300V, the Vamp 1 IR, or the 300U. Now, saying that, we've seen a video already where you can fit the HLX as well. So, like I said, a lot of different lights, a lot of different optics, and I'm going to show you, as far as the optics go, how you can do that, if that makes sense, because one hood doesn't fit them all. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's open up this bad boy. I know I got a little long-winded, but my videos are long-winded, and I'm sorry. Hope you learned something. Hope you get the information you need. All right, bag. Put this little block in here. These are the different hoods. Comes with instructions or a user guide, should I say. There's the vault. That thing's huge. I don't see how anybody would want to carry that on duty. Now, this is the one right here that I see a lot of people carrying. I don't know what it is with that band around there. It looks different than this. So, to me, I don't care. I'm going to eventually do a holster off to see, out of all the holsters on the market, level 3, which one I want to carry on duty. So far, I love my Rapid Force, but let's get over that. Let's open up this stuff. All right, so we got some little hoods, and we got this, which I still haven't figured out what that is. No clue. So you have a large hood. This doesn't say anything. I guess that's just whatever. So a large one. And then you've got the Acro style hood. So we'll change all this stuff out, get it set up, because I need the Acro style because I'm changing my optic on my Glock 17, plus I'm doing some different stuff coming up, if that makes sense. So I just want to make sure I got this set up the way I'm going to run it. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to go QLS on this system or go the Blade Tech. That way I can change the cant myself, which, to be honest with you, I feel like that's going to be the way I go, because I like being able to put my holster in and then canning it the way that I want to can it, which is exactly what I do whenever I put my taser on. So why not run that whole system across all platforms? Well, anyhow, that's a whole nother video, but let's check it out. Let's see what this holster is about. I've showed ALS before, so here's your SLS, and this, when you draw, that's going to push forward, and you have your nub to do all that fancy stuff. So you got your nub, and of course we can't not let this have a nub mod, because I like the nub mod. So we're definitely going to do that on this video. We're going to put it on there. I'm going to show you how to do it, because it has its own separate thing. It's not like the other nub mod. So it's just a different setup. You got a little guard right here, which, yeah, I get it. I understand it. But it's pretty hard plastic. It's kind of like a clamshell type style, where it taco, I guess. But yeah, you can fit the 17, 19, and 34 in here. So that's going to be interesting with the setups that I'm going to run soon, which is going to also be testing these as well. So just looking right now at retention and all those different points. So cool. What can I say about Safariland that I haven't said before? You know, I like it. It's the gold standard as far as holsters go, but I feel like it could definitely innovate, which is something that we can talk about at the end with my final thoughts. But first off, let's go ahead and get this set up for what I want to throw on there. So pretty simple as far as taking it off. It's on a hinge here. Just do that and it comes off. You got the large one, which we're not going to use. We're not using that one. We're going to set this up. I feel like this is going to be a problem, so bear with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up, because y'all don't need to sit here and watch me struggle. All right, so we got it on. Little bit of a struggle. It's not as easy as it looks trying to put this one on. It's not that hard changing out these. This one's just a little bit more beefy. So now it's set up for the Acro, which, hint, hint, I'm about to sneak peek this in the video. So we're gonna set it up. I'm gonna bring in my next gun and we'll drop it in here. Hey, we're back, and I brought in something that I'm gonna sneak peek. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of work on this. It's gonna be a really cool video. I hope I get a lot of engagement, a lot of views, a lot of likes, shares, all that fun stuff, you know. So anyhow, here it is, the G45. You're right. I'm gonna show that it's clear. Nothing Nothing. We're good to go. I don't keep loaded firearms when I'm working on the bench, so YouTube doesn't take a crap on me or whatever. So this is it. It is the Glock 45 cut for the Aimpoint Acro, and it hasn't been fired or anything. It's got some updates, upgrades, whatever we're gonna call them, coming. So for another video. All right, so we got this. It's clear. Let's stick this bad boy in here. All right, locks in really good. Now they're getting better about making these tighter. However, on this side, you know, you could get a finger in there. But I mean, how many people are gonna get it from this side anyway? If anything, they're gonna maybe get it, squeeze in there from that side. But we're not worried about that. It's good. It holds it. There's a gap, obviously, because this is not a 17 or a 34, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap, but it's definitely in there, and we don't have to worry about it. The Acro's protected by this hood, as we can see. It's very much protected, so it's not something we have to worry about as far as whether or not it's going to get dinged up or anything like that. So not a bad looking holster. Of course, the gun definitely looks good in it. But, you know, me personally, I like to modify stuff, so we're going to do that today. This is definitely going to get some lube because it's very stiff right now because it's a new holster. So nice lock up. Sounds good. Being put in there. I think that's another thing that I don't like about this, because I'm so used to my alien gear, just whenever I push this up, the hood comes with it, instead of vice versa, where I can't do anything because that's blocking it. So I've got to flip this up and then close it. I mean, I guess I could pre-open it and then I've got that same speed, I guess. Usually, if I'm preloading my holster, it's usually like this. So that way it's just ALS and out. So anyhow, all right. We're in the interest of not making this a forever video because it's just a holster, and there's nothing super unique about it. We're just gonna go ahead and put the toy away. As you can see, I got the Surefire. It does fit in there like we talked about. If you guys want me to do flashlight models and stuff like that, showing what'll fit in here, I can do that, but I think the Alien Gear Rapid Force is the clear winner of what lights can go in there. So if you want me to, you can leave a comment below and I'll do something like that. But, you know, it's up to you. Anyhow, let me go ahead and take this apart. And then I got to clear off the bench. And we'll come back and put on the NUB Mod. All right, we're back, and we have the OT Defense 7TS RDS NUB Mod. Okay. It comes with instructions. I'll kind of just tell you what everything is real quick. Got the install instructions, and we got a couple pieces. So this is the glue. Okay. This is what you're going to be using, unlike the other previous NUB mods that I've done. Comes with the actual NUB mod itself. It goes like that. Okay, you'll glue it on, all that fancy stuff. And then it comes with a washer. And the washer is If this starts rubbing up against here, the hood, then you can space it out on this side. So you'll just pull this off, stick this on there, and it'll kind of space it out just a little bit more. Okay, so if we need it, we have it. We've got a tool. All right, so it's gonna check for fit and function, open the glue. If fit and function's good, you apply 3 or 4 to 5 drops to the NUB mod, press immediately onto the holster, hold it for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna let it dry, cure, kind of like whenever we're mounting an optic, 24 hours, okay? You stick Loctite on something before you start really using it, 24 hours, okay? Good rule of thumb. Okay? All right, so let's learn this together. Fit function, good. Let's see, it is going to rub ever so slightly. So we'll see if it causes a problem, then we will definitely attend to that. But as of right now, it should be fine. Twist that off. Hey, we're doing this together. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. I don't know what their drops look like, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 5 or 4.5. Okay, let's get this bad boy in here. Let's do that. Let's take a look. I turned it upside down so that way maybe I can avoid glue leaking down. So, all right, we're gonna fast forward this to 30 seconds. Okay, we're back. It is on there and good to go. Okay, we're gonna let it cure, but I just, for poops and giggles, I guess we want to say that. So push forward. Yeah, I mean it's a little in there. I say we just go ahead and stick that spacer on anyway. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So we'll stick that spacer on there. Ain't gonna kill us. It's still kind of tight. You can see it's fairly tight on there, but it feels a little bit looser, if that makes sense. Like there's a little bit more space. So cool. We did that. I don't need this glue anymore because I'm pretty sure it's super glue. So if it does come off, I will just get some new stuff, or you can throw it in there, keep it if you want. More than likely I will, just in case I need it for another project or something like that. So but yeah, that's it. Looks good. I'm excited to run it just to try it out and try it up against some other holsters that I got planned on running it with. So yeah. All right. I think this is a good point to talk about my final thoughts. All right. So quick final thoughts. There's not really much to say. We already know how Safariland is the industry standard for duty holsters, right? That's across the board. They've been the leader forever. You know, my personal thoughts are, I like innovation. I want newer, faster, more secure if I can, you know, because the way I look at things, and this is where Safariland, to me, in my opinion, is just not faster. Gunfights are fast, okay? We already know that. We see the videos. I've been in multiple gunfights. They're very, very fast, okay? The unfortunate part is, a lot of the time, we're behind the curve. So we've got to get up and get in the fight very, very fast, right? So I like that it has all the mechanisms to defeat first before getting the gun out, because especially if you're fighting with somebody, you want it to be hard, right? Hard to get my gun. However, like I said before, I don't think Safariland is just bringing anything new to the table. Now, their products look good. I can't say that they don't, but like I said, it just keeps coming back to, if I'm gonna get into a fight, I want to win, right? You know, fastest on target, fast, accurate shots on target. It's gonna win the gunfight, you know? So thinking in that realm is, yes, with a lot of reps, you can get out of this thing fast. There's a lot of people that have to use it and all that stuff. But again, it just comes down to, I want things to be very intuitive, simple, you know, using the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, right? So this is just my personal opinion. I've used Safariland for a very long time. I recommend it, and I'll always recommend them. But like I said, I'm looking for something newer, faster, smarter, intuitive, simple, you know, all these different things that can help me get out and get into the fight faster. So, you know, on that, you know, there's not really much I can say. It's a good holster. We're going to put it through its paces and we'll kind of go from there. But first things first is I got to get this converted to whatever I'm going to convert it to get it ready for the holster trials. So, but yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out, watching this video, putting a NUB mod on with me. We've done that before, but this is a different one. So I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.